Deck 9. Deck 5. Deck 3.
Video guys, Astro Diaries, channel dedicated to astro projection, OBEs, experiences, tips, lessons. If you want to support the channel, you may do so. Like, share, subscribe. Financially, buy me coffee is the only way you can support the channel. That's basically a donation system. I want to do a quick video, recap of the cruise I came in. If you're following my channel in the order that the videos are coming out, you probably know what's going on. I basically geared up for this cruise about 3 weeks ago, and the idea was to try to, project out. I've done it on a previous cruise, which didn't work out, and then I try to do it this time. I've watched the Raduga video before it, got all geared up, ready to go, and I did upload my progresses daily. These videos were usually about, like less than a minute. They're all in the playlist actually, so you can watch it in order if you want. Just a recap, like I said, I threw daily videos. It's only like 4-day cruise anyway, but I wanted to kind of do a recap as far as what my thought process was, what I was trying to do. So first of all, this cruise was a vacation, guys. I mean, when I went to this cruise, the idea was to make the most out of the cruise, especially that was only 4-day. If you've been on a cruise, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can lay around, relax all day, which is an option, which we did, but you can also take advantage of everything that comes with the ship. All the amazing food, shows. I mean, they literally have a schedule. If you follow it, it's impossible to catch everything. Sometimes some things overlap. So basically, day one, you get in there, check in, pretty tired, exhausted from the whole process. So which led to night one. And I made a little video about this. I just went to sleep, man. I think it was like 11:30. I went to sleep. I didn't even wake up in the middle of the night like I normally do. Woke around 6:30, got up, get ready for day 2 of the cruise. Actually, yeah, day 1 of the cruise, depending on how you look at it. So that pretty much wrapped night 1. And then when I did go to bed during night 1, I did my best, Raduga, Buhlman, all the training, everything I know, before going to bed. Not so much in the middle because I didn't even wake up. I don't remember nothing. And then day 2, same thing, went to bed, enjoyed the cruise as much as I can, obviously, during the day. I went to bed, did my, Raduga, Buhlman techniques. I think I did wake up once or twice in the middle of the night. And all I could remember was just a couple of dreams. Then day 3, night 3, pretty much same thing. I woke up, I'm I guess kind of getting closer. I had a dream, recall a dream that I was in the ship, and I was just basically doing what we did in the ship. We were watching a show, and I was looking at my phone, the schedule, kind of see what the next show is, where we're gonna go. And I remember, and the setting was very similar. It was just a dream, and I'm like, okay, at least I had a dream. So by last night, it's getting desperate, right? I'm like, this is it. What I did was, what did I do? No, I think by 3rd night, I'm kind of getting them confused, guys. Either 3rd or 4th night, just so you guys know what I did. I was basically running out of time. So what I did was, one of the techniques, Raduga and Buhlman, is upon going to bed or like in between when you wake up in the middle of the night. One technique is where you picture yourself rolling out in your immediate room, in your immediate surrounding, and just start touching, the items, the counters, TV, whatever's in the room. And this is where the challenge came. And I think this happened to me during night 2 or 3. When I try to do this, I don't really know the layout of this room. I mean, yes, when I open my eyes, I can see where things are. I can see where the phone is, where the little chair. I mean, there's not a lot anyway. It's just a tiny room. So my challenge was like when I would close my eyes to try to like picture touching things, I didn't know where things were. As soon as I closed my eyes, like I didn't know where things are, you know, the way I know my room, right? So that was a challenge, I think, when I was doing that. So like think by 3rd and 4th night, I was like, forget this, man. I'm gonna picture myself in my own room at home. I'm like, you know what, whatever it takes to trigger an exit, and where I end up, where I end up. And my concern was, if I trigger an exit using that method, I could be in my room at home, which would kind of defeat the whole purpose of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like do an exit in the ship so I can leave the room, fly out of the window, explore the ship, kind of do it at a different setting, because I was kind of concerned about it. But you know what, that was kind of like desperate mode. So I tried that a lot. Of course, nothing, couldn't trigger anything. And then during my last day, I made a video about this. I basically started doing reality checks, because I'm like, you know what, even if I find myself in a lucid dream, I can do my best to springboard out of it. And so that was kind of like my last hope. And what happened was, obviously I couldn't do that either. I did remember a couple of dreams, but the good news is when I came back, and this is kind of what happened last time too, when I went on this was a 5-day cruise. The very first night back on land, I was able to project. I made a video about it. It's in the playlist, you know, that if you guys want to watch it. So what happened this time, on my first night back on land, because I was doing a lot of reality checks throughout the ship, not a lot, just here and there, you know, just enough though. On my first night back, I was able to have a experience, which was kind of on the lucid dream side, where I was able to finally access my cat that I've been trying to access for like the last month and a half. I already made a video about it, it's been uploaded. And then this last week and a half, 2 weeks, it's almost like it just kind of trickle effect. I've had a lot of these kind of lucid experiences that I personally categorize as lucid dreams, versus whereas somebody else might say these are OBEs too, because it's just the way people define this. Some people think upon going to bed with the intention of would be OBE, because a lot of these I found myself in my room. They would immediately categorize it as an OBE, because they're like, well, I went to bed with the intention, I was in my room, aware, that must be an OBE. Versus for me, unless I go through that vibration, separation sensation, actually make an effort, I don't really see it as an OBE. But I've had my share of. I'm gonna cut this year video short, because I was gonna kind of cover that in this video too, but I'll rather make a separate video, separate setting for that one. It's basically the closest thing to being able to project out of a cruise ship exactly what I wanted to do during the cruise, except it happened while I was back on land, you know. And I'll make a separate video about it. It was a really cool experience. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, as far as just a recap of the cruise. So the biggest conclusion, the last time I tried to do this, was the movement of the ship and a combination of other things, you know, unfamiliar environment, sharing a room with somebody. This time, I would say it was, I don't know, just that, again, unfamiliar environment, sharing a room with somebody. Not so much movement of the ship this time, like this, you know, when you're going to bed, you know, that kind of throws you off. This is something I'm going to try again. I plan on going on cruises at least once a year. If you've been on a cruise, you know what I'm talking about. It's a nice little getaway, once a year at least. It's like for the price of a nice hotel, except all the food and shows, the sceneries, everything that comes with a cruise. So I will be attempting it again. I don't know if I'm going to try to do too many videos like this time. Maybe if I succeed, I'll make a video, but not kind of document every day. You know, kind of, it gets a little bit redundant, and I don't want to do that again. So if I exceed, maybe I'll do a video about it. maybe do a video before it and then after it if I could like succeed in it or not, instead of kind of like daily documenting, even though they were like just a minute long, but still. But that's it, guys. So I will make a video about the experience that was closest to this cruise ship projection in the next week or so. But for now, that's it. Astro Diaries. Please like, support, buy me coffee if you want to financially support the channel. That's it for that.